fans, we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for the 2023-24 season.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the anthem, Riverhawks take the field, looking for the series win. As stated before the break, on the mound for the Riverhawks today is Anthony Colucci, number 21. The righty making his 11th appearance and 7th start of the year. Noah, they're going to need a quality outing from him today, and to go a long way here against this Drew lineup.
Yeah, this is obviously a very potent Drew lineup, posting 15 runs yesterday. Obviously, 12 of those coming in game 1. So Colucci comes in this game 3 for 3 with a 5.18 ERA average. He's gonna have to go a decent way for the Riverhawks.
Colucci, the one on the mound today. Michael Mancuso behind the dish at third base will be Joe Healy at second. Griffin Shedman over at third base. Tony Rossi at short. Michael Busso. And in the outfield from left over to right field, Dylan Hayduk, Sean McCulloch, and Tyler Himaleski. And the top of this Drew lineup coming up is Anthony Diaz Jr. He'll be playing short today in center. Anthony Hernandez and at third base and at first base and batting third will be number 43 Nate Miller. And the top of the lineup in game 1 for the Rangers really did the bulk of the damage in game 1, so Colucci has to do his job to really limit them.
Yeah, Diaz in game 1 went 2 for 5 with a double and 1 RBI. Held in check for game 2 though, went 0 for 3 with a walk.
Yeah, the pitching overall much better in that second game. The Riverhawks were able to take it 5-3. They fell behind in the middle innings 3-2, but were able to bounce back, do some clutch hitting from the top of the lineup as the infield meets in the middle, and we're just about ready to get things underway.
Top of the first for Drew, the shortstop, number 4, Anthony Diaz.
So the Rangers starting with their most dangerous hitter, Anthony Diaz Jr. steps in the batter's box, awaiting the first pitch from Colucci, and here it is. Takes a swing at it, and it slices foul, 0-1.
Yeah, comes in this game with a second in the team in batting average with a .353 batting average.
The 0-1. That one just misses low, evens up the count 1-1. Diaz also this team's leader in hits at 41. Coming into this game 3 as the 1-1 comes in, and it's right down the middle, strike 2. So Colucci getting ahead in the count early on, looking for a quick out. The 1-2. Little chopper over to second. It's slow. Shenman scoops it up, throws over in time for out number 1.
A little bit of a slow roll there. The Shedman, but able to pick it up and fire it over the first out. Good start for the Riverhawks right now. Obviously, his first bat of the game, but
as we got a fair ball over to third base, Rossi from his knees trying to throw it, but beating it out is Hernandez. Takes a swing at the first pitch he sees, and he gets an infield single.
Now batting for Drew, the first baseman, number 43, Nate Miller.
Nice effort by Rossi there, excuse me. If that gets by him, that might be extra bases for Hernandez. Be able to keep in front of him to make it a close play at first.
Hernandez able to hustle it out. Gets a lead over at first as Colucci's first pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Nate Miller, first baseman, stepping up to bat, has a runner on base, a chance to do some damage. Check swings at that one, gets away from Mancuso. And Hernandez will head over to second, so now he's in scoring position. So a pass ball by Mancuso, and Colucci's down 2-0 in the count. So we'll see how he's able to bounce back.
Yeah, Miller in game 2 yesterday went 1 for 4 with a double run. Did most of his damage in game 1 though. Went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a double again.
Able to do a lot of damage in that first game. Was a key cog in the win. Shenman over there at second base as the pitch comes in. Another check swing. Doesn't matter. In for a strike. 2-2 now.
Yeah, good job so far by Colucci battling back after finding himself in a quick 2-0 hole.
Looking to finish the job here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Miller will take a seat. 2 outs now for Colucci. Looking to slam the door.
Now batting for Drew, the right fielder, number 24, Aiden Mitchell.
So batting clean up the right fielder, Aiden Mitchell, number 24. Waits no time getting into the box. Shows bunt, but backs away for ball 1.
Mitchell had a quiet day yesterday, going 0 for 7 and drawing 2 walks.
Looking to buck the trend here. The 1-0. That one right down the middle to even up the count. The infield more or less shifted as that one's fouled back. 1-2.
Yeah, Shenman pretty much right behind second base right now. And Tony Rossi pretty much on the line.
And Healy playing far away from first base. Pitch from Colucci, again fouled. Mitchell coming into this at-bat, batting .224 on the year. Looking for an RBI and an early Ranger lead.
Does have the team co-lead in home runs with Miller at 4.
But there, it's a slow chopper, just foul. As Rossi scoops it up and the at-bat continues on. So Mitchell does have power in the bat, as you said, Noah. But he's behind in the count. Does have a runner on second. Looking to drive him home. The pitch. That one's going foul over the Riverhawk bullpen. And Mitchell continues to battle.
It's a good battle between Colucci and Mitchell. You mentioned his power. He does come in this game slugging at a .430 rate, so.
That ball way inside. 2-2.
So Colucci just trying not to give anything that Mitchell can get bail on.
We're going to end the inning here. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Second strikeout of the inning for Colucci. That ends the inning, so no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left for the Rangers. It's now the Riverhawks' turn to go on offense, looking for an early lead of their own. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Top of the second here at Harold Bollinger Field, where Colucci able to get Anthony Colucci going out for his second inning of work. The first batter he will face is number 16, Billy Coleman. Coleman playing catcher today. And the first pitch he sees, he swings at and misses. Strike 1. So behind early in the next pitch. That ball's high, 1-1. Coleman batting .265 on the year coming into today. Has 22 hits on the year, which includes 3 home runs. And that pitch is low in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nolan slicing that one foul to even up the count. Healy making a charge at it, but not in play. Lucci looking for a quick out, the 2-2. Ball's hit the opposite way, but playable for Himaleski, and he makes the catch. 1 out.
Now back for Drew, the designated hitter number 25, Kyle Johnson.
Kyle Johnson not among the qualified Drew hitters, but he's got an impressive batting average coming into this at-bat, batting .394 on the year. And the first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. Fouls that one back, behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, Johnson went 2 for 2 in game 2, excuse me, with drawing 2 walks and had 1 RBI.
So a solid day for him as he fouls another one back. Johnson still behind. Lucci looking for out number 2. It's a grounder right back at him. Shenman charging in. Throws over to first in time for the second out.
Yeah, good play by Colucci there to get out of the way of that ground ball. So Chapman could field that cleanly.
Ryan Jones.
So the Riverhawk defense behind Colucci has done its job. Going to get a 1-2-3 inning here as that first pitch is low for ball 1.
Yeah, Jones had 2 hits in game 2 yesterday, along with 1 hit in game 1.
Fouls that one to make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones batting .268. Has 26 hits on the year. That ball just gets in there for strike number 2. So Colucci looking for a clean inning. The payoff pitch, another grounder over to Shenman. And a clean throw over will end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Riverhawks. They'll go back to work in the batter's box. After the break, we'll be back in 60 seconds. Innings now, Anthony Colucci looking to make it 3. Going up against the bottom of the Drew lineup with Mosick and Lorenzetti starting. And we'll see Diaz again, who's the leadoff hitter for this Drew team.
Leading off the top of the third for Drew, the third baseman number 9, Jack Mosick.
Mosick playing third today. Made the play to end the inning. And the Himaleski at bat. Now getting his turn in the batter's box, and the first pitch he sees fouls it off his leg, it looks like.
Yeah, Mosick had a forgettable day yesterday, going 0 for 7. He did draw 2 walks. And with one of those walks, he did get an RBI.
That ball outside, 1-1. But overall, as you said, looking for his first hit of the series. He drew 2 walks, 1 in each game of the doubleheader. Shows bunt there, popped right up, and Mancuso upset, couldn't make the play, throws his mask down. And Mosick given some second life.
Yeah, unfortunate for Mancuso there. A little bit high, that ball pops up a little bit high, he probably makes that catch, but think it's unarguable. You probably should have called it that time.
Regardless, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the Drew dugout is chirping at him, letting him know about it. Mosick able to fly that one into center. It's going to be a tough play, and it's going to drop for a base hit. So Mosick making the most of his second chance. He gets a single to lead off the inning.
Now batting for Drew, the second baseman, number 3, Dallas Lorenzetti.
Lorenzetti playing second today. Looking to start a little bit of a rally on the Drew side. He shows bunt, and it goes right back at Colucci. Just throws over to first, but is able to get Mosick to advance to second, get him in scoring position.
Now batting for Drew, the shortstop, number 4, Anthony Diaz.
Yeah, that bunt takes a double play out of the equation.
First pitch to Diaz is low, ball 1. And as you said, double play ball not in effect anymore. At least not in the traditional way.
Mosick.
Ball chopped back to Colucci, but Shenman able to recover it nicely. So that's 2 outs now in the inning, but Mosick is over at third. Just need a good hit from Hernandez to bring him home and get the first run on the board by either side.
The center fielder, number 1, Anthony Hernandez.
Hernandez with a single his last time up. And he watches the first pitch outside, ball 1.
Yeah, a hard hit ground ball, to Tony Rossi, which made a good effort to keep it in the infield and to hold him to a single.
As the second pitch is in there for strike 1. Regardless of where this ball is hitting, Mosick will most likely be going no matter what.
Yeah, so if the ball drops.
Another grounder over to Rossi, and it is ruled a foul ball, just barely. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one did look like it did hop over the base, but obviously the home plate umpire has a better view than I do.
Than both of us. But regardless, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Colucci. Another grounder. Rossi having to slide again, gets to his feet, quick throw over, and he's going to get him that time. Tony Rossi with a nice defensive play to end the inning and keep the shutout going. So no runs, 1 hit, and another man left for the Rangers. Riverhawk lineup coming up next after the break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Top of the 4th inning. Colucci going back out. Has had 3 shutout innings thus far. Game still tied.
For Drew, the first baseman, number 43, Nate Miller.
Nate Miller coming up to start for the Rangers in this inning. Struck out his last time up. First pitch he sees from Colucci is a grounder foul.
Yeah, Colucci so far doing a good job of just keeping this Drew lineup in check. Doing exactly what the Bucks need him to do.
It's been a far cry from the first 2 games where Drew's jumped out early because that pitch is low. 1-1. Miller batting .294 on the season as the 1-1 comes in and he fouls it back, 1-2. Pitch from Colucci. Swing and a miss. And And that Miller will take a seat. The second time he struck out today. 1 out.
Now batting for Drew, the right fielder, number 24, Aiden Mitchell.
Aiden Mitchell coming up. He also struck out swinging his last time up. Colucci locked in to start as Mitchell almost ducks that ball way outside, 1-0. Once again, the infield shifted with Shenman over behind second base as that ball misses outside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Doesn't miss there. Strike one. And a beauty there by Colucci to even up the count on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, his 50th pitch of this game. He's done a good job so far. Now he's finding himself in 2 deep holes, finding himself 3-0. Of course, he hits Mitchell as I say that.
Not what Colucci wanted to do there. A hit by pitch for Mitchell. He'll take his base. That brings up Coleman.
Now batting for Drew, the catcher number 16, Billy Coleman.
First time really so far that Colucci has faltered. Of course, has given up 2 hits, but there's a little bloop singles, a bloop single and an infield single.
As the first pitch is fouled back by Coleman. 0-1. The only threat Colucci has really faced thus far is with Mosick over at third, but there were 2 outs, and Rossi was able to get the third for him. As that ball's chopped, but going foul to Rossi, making it 0-2.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Colucci responds to hitting Mitchell. Coleman, of course, the last time out flew out to Himaleski in right field.
Almost a half-hearted swing there. Shenman coming in, no play over at second. Gets it over to first for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like he maybe wanted to have checked his swing there.
Now batting for Drew, the designated hitter number 25.
So just slapped it over to Shenman at second.
Colucci will take the results either way, as he's 1 out away from ending the inning. But Mitchell, as you said, gets over to second, so he's in scoring position. It's the 3rd time today Drew's had a runner in scoring position. As that ball misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, Johnson, his last time up, grounded that to Shenman, who's had a little bit of a busy day.
He's had a lot of ground balls hit his way as that pitch is in there for strike 1. Kyle Johnson with 7 RBIs coming into today, looking to make it 8 with a runner on. Check swing, he doesn't go. 2-1.
The rare appeal from the pitcher there. Typically means he probably won, but not that time.
2-1, that one misses low, so 3-1. Colucci in a bit of a hole here.
Yeah, really the first hole he's found himself in this whole game.
We'll see if he can bring it back. The 3-1. And that one misses. Ball 4. And Johnson able to get a walk. So runners on first and second, still 2 outs, with Ryan Jones coming up to bat.
Now batting for Drew, the left fielder number 17, Ryan Jones.
Believe it or not, he also grounded out to Shenman his last time up.
Yeah, it's been a common theme throughout this game. 5 ground outs over to Shenman. thus far as that ball misses low. Shenman playing very close to second. Mitchell taking his lead. And you see a little bit of a pickoff, but he's able to hustle back in time.
Yeah, no real threat there as Colucci so just lobbed it over. A Shenman who's covering.
Mitchell 9 for 10 in stolen bases this season, as that one's in there for a strike.
Can't imagine we'll see him steal third with 2 outs.
It'll be a risk, as that one's also in there for a strike. So Colucci's starting to find the zone again. They're going to slam the door on the Drew momentum. Time called. Colucci having a discussion with the umpire.
I believe Colucci was getting in his motion, and the umpire didn't have eyes on him. I believe that's what the umpire was saying.
So well set back, and the 1-2 hit right back at Colucci. Shenman, quick dish over to Busso for the out over at second base. That's another ground out to Shenman to end the inning. He's been very busy over there at second base, but he keeps the shutout alive. 4 strong innings from Colucci. We'll see if the offense can finally wake up. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Top of the 5th here on the campus of Susquehanna University. Both sides unable to find any offense, thanks most in part to the elite pitching from both Anthony Colucci and Brandon Coburn. Colucci looking to make it 5 shutout innings. We're going up against the bottom of the Drew lineup to start before seeing Diaz, the leadoff hitter, scheduled to bat third in this inning. Mosick and Lorenzetti starting it off, and then he'll face Diaz. Up to this point, it's been no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Rangers to no runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Riverhawks. Mosick with a single his last time up, was able to get to third before being left stranded. And we've got Noah Tralla back on the mic. There's a brief step away, but we're glad to have you back, Noah, as the first pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Mosick with no reason to swing at the first pitch. The second, also no reason to. This time inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Mosick among the qualified hitters with the lowest batting average at .208. As that one's chopped foul, 2-1. Mosick with also the lowest amount of hits among the qualified hitters at 15. But he does have 6 doubles and 8 RBIs on the year. Looking to hit something into the gaps. The 2-1 pitch. That ball is hit high into center. McCulloch able to track it, has some room, and he makes the catch. It looked like it would have been a threat, but McCulloch able to track it, deep, but not deep enough for Mosick, and he'll take a seat. Lorenzetti, the next guy up. Sacrifice bunt his last time up to get Mosick over to second. Did so successfully. And the first pitch he sees from Colucci, he fouls over into West Village, 0-1.
Yeah, so far, West Limestone just trying to do anything to get a run across the board. Only 3 hits in this game, of course.
Offense has been hard to come by as Lorenzetti watches that ball go high to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. To the 9-hitter. The pitch. Hits that one into the gap. Shenman trying to close in on it, but he's not going to catch up to it. So a single the opposite way for Lorenzetti. The 9-hole hitter comes through, and it gets the top of the lineup. A chance with a runner on base to make something happen.
Up to the top of the order for Drew, shortstop number 4.
That brings Anthony Diaz up. Gone at the Shenman both times up, of course. That was the last time up. It did touch Colucci a little bit.
Yeah, Shenman all afternoon playing very close to the second base as Diaz looks at that one for strike one. Shenman's had a busy day. Lorenzetti able to hit that ball just enough into the gap so that Shenman couldn't make a play on it. Takes his lead off first, and Diaz fouls that one into West Village, 0-2. Just the fourth hit of the game for either team, and the third on the Drew side, as Colucci throws back over to Healy for a pickoff that's unsuccessful.
Lorenzetti is 5 for 6 on the year in stolen base attempts.
So a decent threat in a limited sample size, as that ball's pretty much hitting the exact same spot by Diaz to stay alive.
Of course, double play ball is in play right now.
Depends on how and where it's hit. That ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diaz, the leader on this team in batting average, looking to come through as he swings and misses at that one. First strike 3, second out of the inning. And the 4th strikeout of the game for Colucci.
For Drew, the center fielder number 1, Anthony Hernandez.
Brings Hernandez up. 1 for 2 on the day.
Got it on that infield single and grounded out to Rossi to end the inning his last time up, and it's another grounder over to Rossi. Throw over to Healy is in time to end the inning. So he swings at the first pitch he sees. Rossi able to make the play along with Healy. So 5 shutout innings for Anthony Colucci. We'll see if Coburn can keep pace. He's done so up to this point. Can he do it again? We'll step aside, and we'll be back in 60. Top of the 6th between the Riverhawks and Rangers, still scoreless. The heart of the Ranger lineup coming up with Miller, Mitchell, and Coleman scheduled to bat.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Drew, the first baseman number 43, Nate Miller.
Miller has struck out both times up this game so far.
We're going to buck that trend, hoping third time's the charm as that one's high, 1-0. Able to line that one right at Busso for the first out of the inning. It was hit well, but Busso in the right place at the right time to deny him.
Now batting for Drew, the right fielder number 24, Aiden Mitchell.
Mitchell swings at the first pitch himself, hits that one into left. Hayduk under it, and that's another quick out for the Riverhawks.
Now batting for Drew, the catcher number 16, Billy Coleman.
So it brings up Coleman with 2 outs. Colucci looking to make this one a quick inning. That one's on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Coleman 0 for 2 thus far on the day. The 0-1. That one also just inside the strike zone, 0-2. That ball high and inside. Coleman shaking that one off, continues to bat 1 and 2.
Yeah, 0 for 2 on the day. Last time up, he grounded out. Surprise, surprise, to Shenman at second.
The most common out thus far.
Who right now is shifted directly behind second.
Coleman fouling that one back into the parking lot. Hope no cars are in the area for that one.
Seems like the cars escaped damage there.
Another one fouled back by Coleman. He continues to battle. As you said, Noah, the infield has been shifted for the most part all game. Shenman playing behind second base, as a lot of balls have been hit in that direction. Coleman fouling another one back. So 2 quick outs for Colucci to start, but Coleman giving him a fight with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls another one, this time to the Riverhawk dugout.
Good work so far by Coleman, just staying alive.
It's been a tough at-bat all around. Looking to slam the door. The pitch, that one lined over into the gap for a base hit. Coleman battling that whole at-bat, finally getting the payoff with a single.
Yeah, pushing that ball directly through the shift there, right in between Bisho and Shenman.
Now batting for Drew, the designated
So despite the shifted infield, still able to find the hole and hit well enough to get by both.
Coleman only 2 for 2 for stolen base attempts.
So unlikely to go for the steal here with 2 outs, as Johnson fouls them up the first base side. Healy nonetheless anticipating any pickoff. The 0-1. Johnson fouling that one into the parking lot, 0-2. Johnson with a ground out his first time up, walked his last. Colucci finally looking to end it. And he will with a swing and a miss. So despite the struggle Coleman gave him, Colucci able to get that 3rd out. 6 shutout innings for the Riverhawk starter. And we'll see if the bats can finally wake up. We'll step aside, we'll be back in 60 seconds. Back at Harold Bollinger Field, top of the 7th coming up. Both teams still scoreless. For the Rangers, 0 runs off 4 hits and 1 error. Riverhawks, no runs off 2 hits and no errors. Noah, it's been an entertaining pitcher's duel thus far, but someone's got to score, and it'll be the bottom of the Drew lineup coming up, looking to make something happen. And it'll be Jones, Mosick, and Lorenzetti.
Yeah, it's going to also be interesting to see how these head coaches, how long of a leash they give these starting pitchers. Colucci at 90 pitches right now. So it'll be interesting to see how much of a leash he gets if he gets in trouble this inning. So maybe this might be his last inning, or if he'll come out for the 8th.
We will see, but he has been dominant on the mound. 6 shutout innings, by far his best start of the season up to this point. And for the most part, has done well throughout the entire lineup, but the bottom of the lineup has given him a little bit of trouble. Still not enough to get a run, but Mosick and Lorenzetti already have hits on the day. But before he gets to them, it'll be Ryan Jones, who's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him, fouled off of him, 0-1.
Yeah, Jones his first time up, grounded out to Shenman, and then second time up, grounded to Shenman again, who threw it over to Buso for the fielder's choice.
Which ended that inning. Shenman not as shifted as he is prior times, as it's hit the opposite way. Because of that, able to make the play for the first out.
Another grounder to Shenman there. Seems like the field might be a little tilted towards him right now.
Absolutely. And especially for Jones, who, as you said, 2 groundouts to Shenman, now make it 3. With Mosick up in the batter's box now. He stares at the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Just got word that Shenman has 7 assists on putouts, so very active afternoon for him.
Been the defensive anchor for the Riverhawk infield, as Mosick is now down 0-2 in the count. Mosick with a single back in the 3rd inning, but he was left stranded over at third base. The best chance that Drew had to score all game, as he fouls that one back to stay alive. And we'll also see if any of either head coach decides to make any substitutions this late into the game, needing some offense, as Mosick gives Colucci a gift, swinging at something way high for out number 2.
Now batting for Drew, the second baseman, number 3, Dallas Lorenzetti.
Lorenzetti, the 9-hitter, trying to give the top of the lineup a chance if he can get on base. First pitch he sees is down the middle for a strike.
Yeah, so far, Colucci hasn't really lost anything, seemingly.
Still as dialed in as he was from the word go. Despite him approaching 100 pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lorenzetti trying to spark a 2-out rally. The pitch. It's that one into left field, but it's going foul. Colucci looking for a 1-2-3 inning here, as Lorenzetti behind in the count. The pitch. And that's on the outside corner, and Lorenzetti just watches for the backwards K to end the inning. 7 shutout innings for Anthony Colucci on his 100th pitch of the game. And we'll head into the 7th inning stretch, still scoreless. We'll step aside, we'll be back in 60 seconds. Top of the 8th inning now, with the top of the Ranger lineup coming up this inning. As it currently goes, it's Diaz, Hernandez, and Miller with an opportunity to finally get a run on the board. Meanwhile, Colucci, despite being at 100 pitches, is going out there for his 8th inning of work.
Leading off the top of the 8th for Drew, the shortstop, number 4, Anthony Diaz.
Yeah, really interesting. That's sort of both of these starting pitchers have been pulled. Of course, both of them are absolutely dealing right now, as that one finds his own strike 1. But in both games yesterday, both teams didn't really use a lot of their bullpen arms, excuse me.
Diaz fouling that one up the first baseline, so he falls behind early 0-2.
Of course, so anytime you can sort of rest those bullpen arms, keep them fresh, keep the load light.
That ball high inside at Diaz's head. 1-2. Both sides with most of the bullpen at their disposal, but with both starters locked in, and had no reason to go to it yet, as that ball's inside 2-2. Colucci looking for the first out. The pitch lined right back at him, but Shenman able to recover, bounces off of him, and he's not even going to attempt the throw. So it will go down most likely as an E4 on Shenman. So the Rangers get the leadoff man on base.
Batting for Drew, the center fielder, number 1, Anthony Hernandez.
As Danny Bowers now makes his way out. That's Shenman's first real hiccup at second today.
He's had a lot of balls come his way. But only that time does he not come through. As you said, Danny Bowers going out for a mound meeting. See if he decides to pull Colucci, but looking like he's going to stick with him. So they break the mound meeting, a short talk. Bowers showing faith in his starting pitcher. Now it gives Hernandez a chance for the Rangers. With no outs, a man on first. Diaz taking his lead, Healy ready for any pickoff. The first pitch to Hernandez, he fouls over the Drew dugout.
Hernandez today has hit all his balls today at Tony Rossi. First one he's able to stretch out into a single. The other two have been ground outs.
We'll see if it goes differently here. Fouls that one up the third base line. 0-2 now. So it's looking like it might not be much different with that ball hitting Rossi's direction. Colucci with a quick look over at Diaz at first base. And the pitch to Hernandez. Low, ball 1. Colucci looking to bounce back from the Shenman error. The 1-2. Hit opposite way, foul. The pitch count getting up there for Colucci. As Hernandez staying alive in the batter's box.
Yeah, currently 109 for Colucci, now 110.
That's chopped to Busso. This could be a double play. Shenman for out 1. Throw over to first is not in time. The Riverhawk dugout not happy about that one. Danny Bowers stepping out of the dugout.
I believe they are mad at Diaz in the slide. He put in the second.
Diaz trying to break up a double play ball and is able to do so. So Hernandez reaching on a fielder's choice. And the umpires talk this one over by the mound. But as things stand, it's one man on, 1 out, with Miller, the first baseman, up to bat.
No confusion about the umpires ruling that the slide was legal.
So with that, just 1 out. And it looks like now, we'll see if Colucci's day is done as Bowers heads back to the mound. Gives him a pat on the shoulder, and that will do it for Anthony Colucci. A masterful performance on the mound today. Almost 8 shutout innings, 7 1/3 pitched. And now the bullpen comes out for the Riverhawks, looking to keep the shutout going. While they warm up, we'll step aside. We'll be back.